Well, whether you love white or red, so wheat or dry, pour yourself a glass of wine because today is National Drink Wine Day, and we are celebrating by learning a little bit more about wine and some great events you may want to check out in 2025.
That's right. Joining us now is sommelier and founder of Wine Wise Events, Erica Archer. Good morning, Erica.
Good
Thank
morning.
you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And happy National Drink Wine Day.
Happy National Drink Wine Day. What a time to be here.
I know. So first, can you tell us how long you've been doing this and how you kind of turned your love of wine into a career and a business?
Yeah, that's a great question. It happens to be our 15-year anniversary this year. So we've been doing it for quite some time. I think I've always just enjoyed great tasting food and wine, and you know, one day I had a really good bottle of wine at a really nice restaurant, the White Barn Inn in Kennebunkport, and decided that night to learn more. And signed up for some classes in Napa Valley at the Culinary Institute of America, and that was really the start of my love for not only wine, but learning about wine, learning where it comes from, learning the different qualities and styles, and just the depth and breadth of everything there is out there.
There's a lot more than just red and white wine. The things you got to learn when it comes to wine is so many things: where wines come from, what colors they are, what kind of grapes.
Exactly. I mean, it's endless. I mean, no one knows everything about wine. So many people only have exposure to, you know, what's available where they grocery shop, and there's just so many different styles out there, and it's really, that's what inspires me, is finding those small producers, those really special wines, and introducing them to people in a way that they feel comfortable and excited to have a great experience. It can be so rewarding.
Congratulations, by the way, on 15 years for Wine Wise. That is so exciting. Tell us about some of the events that you offer through Wine Wise and how you try to just share your expertise with others.
Yeah, thank you for asking. So my company, Wine Wise, is a wine education and events company. And one of the, I think the most popular things that we do is we take people sailing out on Casco Bay on the beautiful tall ship Francis, built by Captain Megan. She's just a big a part of the company as I am. So we board her vessel, 74-foot tall ship with some beautiful wines. Each wine sale we do about 6 a week, 2 on Friday, 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. Each one covers a different topic. Some of them have 500 fresh shucked Maine oysters on board. Some of them have one of the city's top chefs on board, bringing 5 courses. Each one of them has 5 beautiful wines. And we pour them throughout a 2-hour tour, seeing beautiful lighthouses and waterways and islands, and just having a wonderful time together.
Yeah, doesn't that sound like a rocking good time, huh? And here's the deal. We were talking about during commercial break. You guys even do international trips and everything.
Yes.
You're going to Italy in May.
Yes, we go every May. April or May. It's an annual trip for us. We started doing tours in 2016. So Napa and Sonoma is a tour that we often do. We've taken people to Spain. We do Tuscany with an optional extension to Cinque Terre every spring. We've done Burgundy, and we have the Willamette Valley trip coming up this fall in November as well.
What do you love about being a sommelier in Maine? What do you think makes that so special?
Well, I think Maine's culinary community is really tight. And I think, you know, we're all, you know, people that really love what we do and respect others that do it as well. And you can have a really beautiful meal and intelligent conversation and meet some great people by just putting yourself out there. And yeah, everyone loves working with fun, great people. And I think Portland has a really good concentration of women in wine in particular that work in a lot of great restaurants, and women selling wine through distribution and importation, and yeah, it's a great place to be to enjoy wine.
You know, some people associate white wine with summer, red wine with winter, or white wine with seafood, or red wine with steak. Are there any rules anymore when it comes to drinking wine? I mean, it seems like I drink Pinot Grigio all the time.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Pinot Grigio is a great, very flexible.
It's like vanilla, right? I mean,
no, I think it's very flexible food pairing wine. So. That's excellent. Yeah, no, I mean, those are good guidelines, but they're not rules. And I think, you know, some wine and food pairing can enhance each other, and you know, sometimes a classic pairing is good, and sometimes throwing you know, a variety in there that maybe is unknown to you, or a color or a style in there that's unknown to you, can really, you know, be cerebral. It's not only about the palate experience, but it's about what is different about this wine and this experience that is so exciting. It can change the night.
I love wine. It can be a little overwhelming, right? With all the options and, you know, reading the label, oh, I should be tasting this, this, and this. How do you work to make it kind of approachable and more fun for people rather than maybe stressful?
Yeah, well, talking about tasting notes in wine is a learned skill. You get better just like anything, the more you practice. But I really tell people to I think it's helpful to close your eyes and just think about the wine and smell it and what does it remind you of. And, it doesn't need to be a textbook explanation. It's your words, it's your experiences. And, I think, and even the palate and tasting it, I think sometimes we rush through it a little bit, and it's not only about what it tastes like, it's what it feels like and how long it's lasting, and what are you thinking about? Is it transporting you somewhere? And those are the good bottles, right? Those are the small producers, really special wines that can do that for us.
Yeah, you talk about, I grew up in Northern California where I'd go to Napa and Sonoma, and they would always talk about this is the perfect climate for wine. We just found out today that all 50 states have wineries. How can every state have perfect weather when it comes to growing grapes?
Well, they'll grow the grapes that grow best in that weather. And it's not only weather, it's soil type as well. And, it's resistance to freezing or to drought, depending on the climate there. So a lot of great varieties are natural, and some are hybrids, and they're created to grow in a place that otherwise a normal grape variety wouldn't.
Any recommendations for us if we're celebrating National Drink Wine Day today? What do you think might be a good bottle to crack open?
I mean, it's a celebratory time. Let's have some champagne.
I agree.
Hey, now you're talking, right?
We'll never say no to champagne, right? All right, Erica, congratulations on 15 years, and looking forward to 2025 and the wine sales once the weather starts to warm up a little bit.
Yes, me too. Thank you so much for having me.
Before we go, website or social media?
Yes.
People can look for?
Social media and website, WineWise Events. We just added LinkedIn yesterday, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and everything that we do is on winewiseevents.com.
Perfect. All right.